wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff. Jimmy, want to manage you. At first, I didn't even know this was the Jimmy Henchman that Pac was talking about. Pac was saying that Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack set him up in New York on the elevator, got him shot.
But Pac had a gun in his waist and he was gonna pull it and he shot.
What's up, everybody? It's D-Zero. I got a reaction. Basically, I'm about to react from a couple clips. Now, I'm just gonna show them, and you guys are gonna see it. Just tell me what you think about this. All right, Vlad TV. They have the game, and the game's talking about his whole story. When he started rap. When the way he grew up. In LA. With the Crips, and then started being the Blood in high school and all this. I was watching multiple of them, and one thing that makes me really think crazy because he actually started his rapping history. He was in the Bay. After that, he was with Diddy. Okay, he was with Diddy for almost 2 years. That he says.
We just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just,
And he said he never did any songs. He was inside the studio for 2 times, or maybe 1 or 2 times. It's like, dude. And the stuff that's happening with Diddy right now, man. Diddy have those people. It's like, I think it's about 5 people that's saying that, he drugged them and did some stuff he's not supposed to do, and it looks all bad for him. It's gonna be it's gonna be like an R. Kelly with him. Man, so the game, he's just talking about that. He was with them, went to LA, went everybody else, party with them, hanging out with a lot of people.
What exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, he was moving around. But we just party, man. And then when I told Puff, I was like, yo, Dre, Dre is interested in signing me. He was like, go ahead, Playboy. That's where you belong anyway.
Anyways, if we keep going right there. So the game was with him for 2 years. So... and no music. He wasn't even he wasn't signed with Bad Boys. What did he do for 2 years? I'm not trying to say that he's like that, but it's just a little weird because if you talk about 50 Cent, he always talks about Diddy when he says this.
Now, Fifth, when you continuously call Puff gay. There was a reason. Listen. I'm only saying that because of the what's the name interview? Nori. The Drink Champs. Yes. I got Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this Drink
Where you
Champs.
put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you... I like that.
Said something to me one time, a long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping. I asked 50 about that. And he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping. Yeah.
That's a nice gesture.
Let me get out of no, dude, you take me. That's what a guy says to a girl. That's what you been getting out of over.
Yeah, for real, that is so hilarious when he said that, man. If a guy asked me to ask me like, "Hey, you want to go shopping?" Come on, man. We don't do something like that. Like, what you be? Hell no. If you ask it to my homies right now, and I'm like, "Yo, you tripping?" Like, "Hey, man, I'll buy you some clothes. Want to go shopping?" Be like, oh man, like shit, you might get smacked for that. But yeah, the game, from that, I'm just like, dude, you are hella tripping. The game, man. And then after this, I'm gonna put the end and put everything together when I talk about the game. And then he's all talking about Tupac, all right? He's talking about Tupac, because he's Jimmy Henchman. So with Jimmy Henchman, if that was his manager when the game starts spinning up, and then he's with Gene and everything. Now, I was a Game fan, when he first got big and everything, because I'm from California, and he was like basically for a while as the biggest rapper that was into, like BET and all that kind of stuff. I know you have, because I know like Too Short, E40, and I know all the rappers, but I'm talking about that's big because there's more like underground, in my opinion, at that time. And the game got big right there, BET, MTV, all that kind of stuff from on the west side. And I didn't even know this, man, but that's his manager was the person that had beef with Tupac. and this dude has a Tupac tattoo with him, right on his arm. Oh, that doesn't make sense, man. Now I'm like, dude, you got a person that allegedly he shot Tupac, and Tupac, he had beef right there from Hit 'Em Up and all that. And yeah, he talks about this right here. Watch this.
Jimmy, want to manage you. At first, I didn't even know this was the Jimmy Henchman that Pac was talking about in the records, but I didn't know that was the Jimmy Henchman. And so I just said, Pac was saying that, Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack set him up in New York on the elevator, got him shot.
Right.
What they needed to, go address the situation in case they needed to defend themselves. But Pac also had a gun on him. But Pac had a gun in his waist, and he was going to pull it, and he shot himself in the leg.
If you a West Coast nigga, why would you let a nigga that has something to do with Pac, the nigga you probably, do he got tattooed on his body? Probably so. Why would you fuck with Jimmy Henchman?
Yeah, so he's talking about this like, oh, that's what he said. He said that Tupac shot himself and blah, 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 and this and this. But if you watch all these people that's talking about Tupac, there's so many people they said that he got, and they shot him and everything. And it's like, come on, the game, you are tripping, man. See, that's why now I understand now why the game had, that's why, my bad. That's why 50 had beef. And how, like, why does he want to, like, hang out with you, with your team, you know what I mean, for G-Unit? So it doesn't make no sense now. Now, I understand now as I'm older, because at the time I still have the game side, but as you get older and older more, because I was a young teenager when, they first start making the first songs and everything. But now you're like, dude, it makes sense now. It makes so much sense. Because the game always flips everything. I don't know, man. What the heck? We all have to just say something about this. What we do? Because every time he always flip stories all the time. First, 50 didn't have his people when they had beef, when they kicked them out of G-Unit. And then I was got over there, and his 50's security guard shot him. I had my people shot him. Now we saying, and 50 left, and my people were there. Now we saying 50's there. He always switch everything. So come on, the game. I don't know, man. This dude's on some other shit all the time. I mean, for real, his first couple albums were classics to me. First one, the second one. I don't care what anybody say, but the second one is really underrated because people don't really talk about the second one. Was it the first one is the documentary. The second one, the Doctor Aftermath. The third one, LAX. I bought that one, and I did like it. I think the beats was more creative, but it's not like the first and second. But I thought it was still solid. And they had a lot of mixtapes that was dope too. They had a lot of people from the Bay, people everywhere else that was big, new people that's coming up and everything. But come on, game, man. I want you just come on, stop just all that kind of thing. I don't know about the game. When you think about him, you just talk too much. That doesn't make no sense. But man, I still like your old music. You got some stuff too that's still alright, but stop it. Alright, man, tell me what you think about from the game. Do you believe everything he says? Because I don't think people do know it anymore now. So hit me in the comments, alright? Like, subscribe, show love. Alright, peace.